Welcome to the channel, everybody, and the Minnesota Twins franchise on MLB The Show 19. We have only a couple weeks remaining here in the 2021 season. Today we're trying to clinch a playoff spot. We've led the American League Central for a long time this year, and today we could wrap things up. We did lose Mookie Betts though not long ago. He is going to be out maybe for the rest of the year entirely. And lately, we haven't played our best baseball. The offense is definitely regressing. We have a lot of cold streaks, and we're trying to figure things out without Mookie Betts in the order. Last episode, Maxwell Fowler did earn win number 20, a major milestone for Minnesota. However, if you look more at the pitching WAR numbers, he's only ranked 24th. So it looks like there is a little bit of luck going into his win-loss record this season. However, he had really bad luck early in his career, so it kind of evens out. So we get into some simulating here to start out, and we take a series against Seattle. I'll take a 2 out of 3. Here is a 1-0 game with 4 hits, and a great start for Gary Tadano, whose year has not gone as he would have hoped. In this game against the Mariners, we end up losing 6-2. Again, not generating as much offense as we did earlier in the season. And then we're on to a series against Chicago, our final road games of the year, and we split the first 2. We've still yet to score more than 6 runs in a game the entire month of September. We do win this game 5-4 thanks to 2 home runs from Nick Gordon. And that also helps Maxwell Fowler get to win 21. So we'll get into today's main game, and Gary Tadano is going to be on the mound. And you can see here a lot of the numbers for him have gotten worse. However, at the same time, he has a 2.5 WAR, which is only 0.5 less than Maxwell Fowler. So there are still some really good things we're getting from Tadano this season. And we'll see him while we face Shelby Miller of the White Sox, one of their signings a couple years ago, as they tried to make it back to the postseason, but did not put together a strong enough year here in 2021. So we'll open with Byron Buxton still in this leadoff spot, as Miller struggles to find the strike zone, and he walks Buxton on just 4 pitches. That'll, of course, bring up Paul Goldschmidt. As he falls behind in the count, he goes down swinging as Buxton takes second base. Here's a look at today's lineup as I gave a start to Brandon Marsh, whom we traded for a couple episodes ago in the Steven Gonzalez deal. He will get the chance in the 9 spot. Now with Buxton in scoring position, Sano strikes out on a changeup below the knees. Now 2 down for Shelby Miller facing Michael Conforto. And there's a fly ball hit in the air left center field, and it's playable and caught to end the first inning. It feels like it's been a long time since we saw Tadano in an episode, so I wanted to make sure we got one of his starts today. 6-12 record, but that really is kind of misleading. His year hasn't been anywhere near as bad as the record indicates. Now facing Yoan Moncada. Tadano unable to find the zone against him, so a leadoff walk for the White Sox. That'll bring up Devin Travis, and Moncada takes off. O'Connor's throw too late, as Moncada starts the game the same way Byron Buxton did. One thing that's been better for the White Sox this year is they've actually gotten an outstanding year from Anthony Rizzo, but it still hasn't resulted in an overall better season for the Sox. He falls behind, Tadano misses badly with the fastball, and the 1-2 right back to Tadano for an easy out, holding Moncada over at third base. Trying to keep the run from scoring, now Randall Grichuk, with O'Connor unable to block the pitch in the dirt. Moncada to the plate, scores the game's first run. Tadano trying to recover after the wild pitch. 2-1 to Grichuk, hammered to left. Well over the head of Conforto and off the wall. Perfect bounce to get it back in, limiting that to just a single. And that brings up Andrew McCutchen. He was acquired in a very splashy move by the White Sox a few years ago. Perhaps his play is still regressing a bit, but he's had an overall solid year. He'll ground out to third base, and the first is done. We've seen a lot of Ty Gonzalez lately as he's been the primary DH. This one sliced well foul as he falls behind in the count. And the changeup of Miller right in the bottom of the zone for strike 3. Here is Gordon. 3-1 count and a hard-line drive hit to left center field and caught by Randall Grichuk. Miller off to a solid start as we go bottom 2. Tim Anderson, the batter, with a chopper to the right side, and bobbled by Goldschmidt. He'll flip it to Tadano, but too late. E3 on a very routine play. Goldschmidt normally very reliable on defense, but the very next pitch, 6-4-3, routinely double play. Here's Brandon Marsh, who hit 2 home runs in a game shortly after being called up in September call-ups. Marsh will probably play at AAA next season as he lifts one into shallow left. In comes Grichuk to make the catch. With 2 away, Buxton batting again. Average down to 288 on the year as he hits one high and hard to center. And making the catch is Charlie Tilson. Bottom 3 now, Omar Narvaez, the batter, getting his first action of the season. Tadano full count, hit over to first, and again trouble for Goldschmidt. Recovering and flipping, too late again. Not an error this time, a base hit, but still a play we'd hope to see him make. And then a base hit to left field from Yoan Moncada. The first 2 reach for Chicago, and this is how these starts can start getting out of hand. However, Devin Travis down on 3 pitches on the Tadano slider, and that brings up Rizzo. 1-0 and a ground ball right side. Now they're going to go 4-6-3 for the double play. Back-to-back innings. Tadano's able to induce one. How about this offense, though? It's been a while since we saw them really have a great game. Big swing and miss by Goldschmidt on the fastball. And then a chopper. Stays fair over to third. Nice flip across the diamond. Goldschmidt retired. With 2 away, here is Michael Conforto working a count full against Miller. Pitch count into the low 50s. And the payoff pitch hit on the ground into the shift. And another easy inning for Miller and the White Sox. Still up 1-0. Tadano, meanwhile, with a cutter, missing outside. You can see how much movement he has on that pitch. It is his best, and this pitch is crushed. Left center field and gone. Home run, Randall Grichuk. And the Chicago White Sox take a 2-0 lead. Also, this is the first game I feel that I've posted in a while where we've actually been on the road. Here's Tilson, though, 0-2 count and chasing a cutter well below the zone. That cutter is a pitch you really got to rely on with Tadano. Meanwhile, Minnesota's being no-hit, so we're trying to fix that now with Ty Gonzalez. In the last episode, he had a couple RBI hits, just trying to get him some much-needed experience. And this is a high fly hit to center. This one's got carry. Back goes Tilson to the track as he reaches up to make the catch. So close. 2 away now, Justin O'Connor's turn with a fastball fouled back. He falls behind, fouls off the cutter. Another 1-2 from Miller. And this one's in the dirt. A bad swing by O'Connor will end the inning. Just really struggling to do anything at the plate. And Miller threw a lot of good pitches, but it wasn't like there weren't ones we could hit. We go bottom 5, Tadano facing Moncada again. The 3-1 is a light chopper right back to Tadano, and he's easily retired. I was really impressed by Tadano's ability to get all these ground balls. And weak contact like this, jam shot to right field as Gordon is out to make the catch. But still, we're trying to get our first hit. Jorge Polanco's turn, breaking ball, hit down the line, but foul, and he falls behind. That pitch is low. Tadano turns the 0-2 count into a 3-2. And the breaking ball over to short. Gonna be a tough play. Here's Anderson's throw in time. Outstanding throw. He threw it sidearm. This has a very flat trajectory, and that's what it took to keep the no-hitter alive. And that's clearly out. Miller still no-hitting the Twins, but the pitch count is getting up there. 0-2 to Buxton, and a foul tip or something like that as he strikes out again. Miller gets yet another one to end the 6th. And Tadano's still out there having a pretty good game of his own. Here's a jam pop-up from Anthony Rizzo. They had a couple well-hit balls, but overall, a lot to be impressed with here from Tadano as he paints the outside corner. 0-2, and again outside, this time with the slider. Pitch count just now getting to 70 as this is lifted to left, and that is hit a ton. McCutchen caught up to it on the inside corner, and he hits his 17th homer of the season. 3-0 Chicago, and then a grounder to the right side. Good play by Gordon. So a solid 6-inning outing for Tadano, a quality start, but Minnesota trying to avoid the no-hitter here late in the season as Goldschmidt can't end it. Miller just needs 8 more outs. This is Sano with a cutter that he could have sent over the left field wall. 0-2 and the curveball from Shelby Miller. 2 down now. That's his 9th strikeout. And that'll bring up Michael Conforto. Pitch count still getting up there. Miller might need some help in this one as he throws a 4-pitch walk to Michael Conforto. That'll bring up Gonzalez again. And here's a ground ball right back up the middle and into center. The no-hitter is ended. Finally. Gonzalez has been the only batter I've done something with recently. And now the tying run at the plate. Here's a breaking ball to right center field. But in range to make the catch. That is McCutchen. And the inning is over. Last episode we got blown out, but Tyler J had a great outing. 5 innings, no runs allowed, and now back for more against Chicago. Facing Matt Davidson. There's a fastball at the top of the strike zone. 1-2. And a line drive, right center and down for a base hit. We didn't see much of that in the outing Jay had last episode, but got to get him some more work. Here's Tilson, hard hit to right field, and quickly the first 2 reach for Chicago. That'll bring up Omar Narvaez. On the first pitch, right back to Jay. He'll start to third. Sano to Goldschmidt. 1-5-3 double play. Now a runner at second base. Moncada batting and Jay struggling to get one in the zone. A 5-pitch walk. 2 on, 2 down. And now Devin Travis trying to make something happen. And it's a chopper over to third. Sano tags the lead runner and the inning is over. We at least get the 0. But we also have this 0 to worry about on the scoreboard. Not many outs left to play with. Polanco over second base. His second hit of the day as the Twins face Nate Jones now out of the bullpen. Brandon Marsh's turn. A little tapper right back to Jones. Spinning throw pulls Rizzo away from first base. And now 2 are aboard with just 1 down. Back to the top of the order. Byron Buxton right through a slider. Full count now. And again down on strikes. Nate Jones picks up a big strikeout. And now Goldschmidt. 0-2. That's going to get back to the backstop. Both runners advance. Now just a base hit could get us back in this game. But that's not going to happen. Down on strikes again. The Twins not even putting the ball in play. Bottom 8, we enter Sam Freeman into the game, and he gives up another deep drive to left. Chicago increases their lead. They'd add on another one, too. 5-0 going into the 9th. Conforto over to first. Excellent stop. 2 down. And then last hopes up to Ty Gonzalez. He strikes out. The Twins struck out 14 times in this game. Again, I know my hitting is off. I've struggled all year with this game. I got it pretty good toward the end of 18, and now this year, I haven't gotten into a rhythm. I know that it has to do with my pitch tracking and everything. Now, in this game, I did strike out 14 times, and I struck out in 72% of my right-handed at-bats, 13 of 18, while only striking out once in my 12 left-handed at-bats. So I know it's just something with how I'm picking up the ball and tracking it to the zone to time everything up. I feel way more comfortable tracking the pitch and hitting with left-handed batters, so I'm trying to get this better with my righty bats, of course. So we're going to have some player lock action now with Ty Gonzalez facing the Miami Marlins. Every game is crucial now as we try to clinch a playoff spot. There's a line drive over to third base. I'll just take something well hit that's not a strikeout. Bottom 4, trailing by 1. There's a pitch to drive, hit in the air to center. This one over the head of Christian Yelich, who is still a Marlin in this series. So is Stanton, among other pretty solid baseball players. So we tie the game at 1, and that'll bring up Gordon. This one is a bit popped up into shallow center, and Yelich can't make the catch. Gonzalez hustling the whole way, scores a run as we increase our lead, or take the lead rather. We increased it later, and I know that hit looked good, but it's just a lazy fly ball to left center field. Overall, Twins are able to pick up this win over Miami and get 1 game closer. Ty Gonzalez, just a 1-for-4 game, but at least they had some better swings. I've had pretty good comfort hitting with him. Somebody I haven't had good comfort with, though, is Paul Goldschmidt. We've seen him regress mildly this year, but the last couple months of the year have been his weakest as a Twin. So overall, we're seeing Goldschmidt decline a bit, but I just haven't had good swings with him lately. Here's a 1-2 grounder over to third. Not much we can do there as they go around for a double play. We'll pick it up in the 6th inning. Still a 1-0 game as Goldschmidt reaches to foul off the change. Full count. And the breaking ball in the air to center. Yelich is back and reaches out to make the catch. Now, not much scoring here early, but we'll go bottom 9. And now the Marlins are up 1. 1 down, 1 on. Twins with a big chance to walk it off, but Buxton! He's picked off at first base, and now 2 down for Paul Goldschmidt. To keep the game going, 1-1. A grounder stopped at first, and now a foot race to the bag. Goldschmidt is safe. The ball actually goes all the way to the dugout, and that'll bring up Sano, who's able to work out a 5-pitch walk. 2-1, 2 down. It's up to Yasiel Puig. And it's a grounder over to short. Gonna be a tough play, but it's in time. And the Twins fall to Miami. Tough way for a game to end this late in the year. Every win is crucial. And the Twins gave up 5 in the 7th as Dallas Keuchel gave up 4. His ERA now over 4. Now into our final series of the year against Chicago again as they get a first inning home run hit over the head of Puig. That is Rizzo getting the White Sox out to a good start. And now bottom 4, an 0-2 fly into right, and Puig is retired. Minnesota again not generating much offense. 3-0 bottom 6 with 2 aboard. And here's a fly ball in right center getting down. Now everybody's got to move up a base over to third. Base is now loaded. Can the Twins get this game broken open? Nobody down. And it's a grounder over to third. Out at second, and the double play. It should have been a triple play. A run does score, but we need more than 1. Later in the 7th, another one over the head of Puig, and that is out of here. And the Chicago White Sox get another win. We're the ones who need these wins, and we can't play with that sense of urgency. Twins fall 6-3. We're down to just 2 games left now on the schedule, and we've clinched nothing. We're still in first place. So game 161. Twins trying to get their 88th victory, and Maxwell Fowler is out there. So at least we have our ace this season. Twins up 4-0 in the 2nd, and now Michael Conforto with a great chance to break the game open. And he'll ground it over to first. Good backhand stop by Rizzo to end the inning and limit the lead to 4-0. Michael Conforto later in the 4th with a runner aboard. Here's a breaking ball hit hard to center. This one's got carry, and it's gone! Michael Conforto! 6-0 Minnesota. This is what we needed from the offense. But there's still the pitching. And we give up 6 runs later, and it's just a 1-run game. Bottom 7. Conforto looks at strike 3 on the outside corner. So with the White Sox down 1. We just need 1 more out in the 9th inning. 1-2 count and a drive to left center. Back goes Conforto to the wall, and it's gone! The White Sox tie it on a home run by Randall Grichuk. Raisel Iglesias, who's been outstanding, blows the save. Now we gotta go to extras. In the 10th, Conforto tried to end it on that swing. 2-strike count, fouls it back. 2-2 now, and strike 3 on the fastball. We can't get it done in 10 innings. Let's go to the 12th. Conforto with a runner on, line drive to short. Twins still can't get the run, and they drop another, blowing a 6-0 lead, and the White Sox win. Just a mediocre stretch of baseball for a team trying to defend their World Series title, and now look what we have here in the Central going into the final game of the year. This is a big one. The Tigers are tied with us. We could be looking at a game 163 depending on what happens next episode. There are some tiebreakers, and it matters whether a team could still make it to the wild card if they were to lose a tiebreaker. I don't know, but we have the season series taken care of against them, but there's still Cleveland a game back. So we go through 161 games, and still, we're not sure what's next for Minnesota. All we know is that we have game 162. We got to take care of business, or this could be a really bad ending to the year. We have a lot of cold streaks to handle. The offense is not the same. We're missing Mookie Betts. There's not much going right for the Twins right now, but we still have a chance to make it to the postseason. And once you're there, as we know from last year, anything can happen. That's going to do it for today, everybody. I know it was a tough episode, but it's just a tough chapter in this story. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. And I'll have the big Game 162 coming your way shortly. Have a great day, everybody.